Hey Pisces people of Pisces, blessings across watching for a Pisces person. I'm hearing, ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter someday. I don't know. Okay, so that's the song I'm hearing. Something about brighter days, but that's the name of the title, right? And then I just heard that when I was like clicking it in. So something about brighter days coming your way. Okay, so let's just see what I wrote down in here. Somewhere sunny, and you always seeing flowers just because. A season of growth, emotional opening, and blossoming. I feel like you're being guided towards people, things, people, and places that nourishes your soul. Things that are more in alignment and meaningful. Something brighter is coming. So be sure to stand firm, protecting your energy from distractions. This is also a reminder to believe in yourself and the clarity or download you receive. Hmm. Hold on a second. Sorry about that. Yeah. Okay, so something could distract you. Something or someone could be trying to distract you, or they could be distracting you. Mm-hmm. So distractions are good. Not all. So Pisces. What's the energy? What's the frequency? What's the message? You need to know what this means. I'm hearing that. Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. I'm hearing it again. Ooh, child, things will get brighter. Hi, distance. Look at that. One day, someday, somewhere, another time. You forgot a G. Distance from distractions. Because in some cases, I feel like something is not the right time for something. In some cases, we got obscurity where people are mysteries, not just being mysteries. They are being concealing and having secrets. And then we got pain, we got pride. So it's a lot going on here. I feel like distance is being placed between you and people of this energy. People who have pride, arrogance, and stubbornness. People who are apprehensive, afraid, and cautious. People who are mysterious, concealing, and lying. These people are being removed. These energies are being removed. Why? Because somewhere, someday, another time, another dimension, another lifetime, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I feel like all this shit here is getting moved out your way because we need to move towards this. hmm Open heart, receptive, empathy, vulnerability. If people too afraid to give and receive, that ain't your problem. If people are too pride, what's a minute? Let me keep reading. We got people are too afraid, cautious, or apprehensive to open up their heart. That ain't your problem. People are too secretive, concealing, and don't want to open up and be true to themselves to open their heart. That's not your problem. People got pride, ego, and arrogance, and that's keeping them from opening up again. Not your problem. So since these people don't want to shit, or these energies don't want to shit, or it's time to just get them off the pot and move this open-hearted motherfucker in. I feel like there's a lot going on here. I don't know if all these energies are different or just one person possesses all this pain. It'd be just enough for a motherfucker to change themselves. Pain to change a motherfucker differently to mean, bitter, egotistical, um, all kind of things. All kind of things. Pain can change a motherfucker. Not saying that, they ain't just prideful or just whatever. I just feel like when people, pride and ego eventually die off when you grow, when you heal, when you elevate. Why? Because you realize it's not a shield. It's not really a place in your energetic field for pride and ego because they're more of hurtful things and um what's the word, barriers than they are helpful. See, often people have the perspective, which because they're looking through the rose-colored glasses. Why? Because of pain. People feel like, hey, here's my armor. I'll put here's this armor. It's called pride. I put it up. It keep people from hurting me. When naturally it don't. It keep you. It just keeps you. But 9 times out of 10, the only person to be hurting you is yourself, and it's because you're moving out of pride and ego, and that's a lower vibration in itself. So anyway, these people are being moved out the way because ultimately they're being just posing as distractions, and now distance is being placed in between you and them. Whether you're doing it or miraculously it's happening, everything's happening for a reason, whatever the fuck it is. It's taking place. Okay? There's something going on with a twin flame even further down under that, but that's too far in the past, so we're going to keep moving. Broken. Shattered, heartbroken, destroyed. Sorrow, loss, grief, depression. Damn, who feeling all this sadness? Divine feminine. Yeah. A feminine energy. Or is somebody feeling this way because behind the feminine energy? I don't know. I'm going to get to the bottom of it in a minute. Confusion. Uncertain, unclear, unsure. I need one of these. Abandon. Curse. Emotional storm. Rejection, memories, possibilities, ecstasy, nourish, heart fog. Elusive. Somebody's having a whole little meltdown down here because it's an emotional situation where somebody feels like it's turmoil, unstable, or they're affected emotionally. But they also got a problem with rejection. So that's not just so they just sit around and think about memories and possibilities and ecstasy of what it's like daydreaming energy and then thinking about it. Thinking about how it would be if the possibilities if it was to grow this, that, and everything else, and then the heart fall come in, then the elusive, then the reality starts to set in, silence, spying. There's somebody who keep an eye on you because they don't talk to you or they don't have access to you in some way. There's somebody sitting here feeling sad, heartbroken, destroyed, lost, grief, and depression. Or this is you. I feel like this is either a feminine energy feeling this way or somebody's feeling this way about a feminine energy. Why is broken here? Ace of Swords. Ace of Wands. Chariot. What's the song? There can be one only you. Oh. And baby, God can never make two. Oh. No, 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 no. Sometimes I can't get to the chorus unless I sing the whole part. And I know you came here with your crew. Oh. But I promise you that it feels like it's just us two. Oh, I don't know what you had planned to do tonight. The fuck is the song? New Flame, thank you. I was like struggling, like, holy shit, ever to get to the chorus. But I just wanna be the one to do you right. Right. Somebody wanna be the one to do you right. But I feel like you done got a new flame. Are you about to get one? I don't know. We got the Ace of Cups down there with the Empress. That's like new energy. Or this was somebody. Did somebody want to do you right or some shit like this? I don't know if this is the one to do you right, motherfucker, or the gonna do you right. I don't know what's going on. No shit. Okay, but we got the Ace of Cups, the Empress, and the King of Pentacles. This could be a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, but I say Taurus because the Empress, but whoever. Now, the broken energy is clarified by the Ace of Swords. Somebody feel like you moved on to a new flame, and this is why they hurt. Somebody feeling sad. They feel like they got some type of clarity or some type of truth. They feel like they're aware, and so that you done moved on to something new. This is how they feel like they see it. That you got some new love here. And you focus on something else, and you done walked away, and now you getting you. It's like, damn, somebody's like, I'm sorry, I don't want to call them dramatic, but that's how it feels in the energy. It feels dramatic. Not that they can't be hurt or they can't be sad, because they can, but it just feels like somebody dragging it a little bit. And I don't know why I feel like that, but I'm going to get to it. Don't worry. Something about the Ace of Swords. The Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Wands. Somebody feel like you didn't, you Seven of Wands is like protecting, guarding, defensive. Somebody feel like you made your final judgment call was that you're going to, Seven of Pentacles, that's invested, that's building, that's growing. That you're going to best build, invest, grow into a page of, an Ace of Wands, a new opportunity, and you going to protect it, meaning that you're going to keep it on the hush. But they still feel like they know. I don't know what the fuck. Or you're Eight of Pentacles, Eight of Swords. Protecting. That's the Eight of Wands. Or maybe they feel like you're doing this to protect yourself. Oh. So somebody feel like okay. So in that case, then they're feeling sad because they feel like they the ones that broke it. Because your final judgment call to invest in somebody new in the first place is because you feeling the need to protect yourself, because you don't want to make any bad decisions, so that you didn't just let that shit, or you walking away because something's not emotionally serving you. Something makes you feel like you can't trust it, or you're not safe, or something has made you feel defensive or guarded, and now you're moving past or something. Somebody feel like you're leaving them behind and you got somebody new, and they're not happy about that. So we got them feeling like, I don't know if they feel like they broke it or they are shattered, because it says destroyed. So something's destroyed. Somebody's heartbroken, or somebody's feeling shattered because they feel like they got some type of clarity that you done moved on to somebody new. And you doing it to protect yourself because you don't want to make any bad decisions. Emotionally, you feel like something ain't serving you, so you leave it behind. But this do make somebody sad and brokenhearted. So now they're feeling loss, grief, and depression. Tower. The Tower gives the reality sitting in energy. Demon worshiper. Like, I gotta not pay attention to the comments, baby, because I get it straight. My trolls get to activating. I don't know why y'all over here bothering me. Y'all too, ain't y'all grown? Yeah, y'all just need to grow the fuck up, because I don't give a fuck about no Jesus, and I don't give a fuck about none of that demon shit you're talking about. I don't worship demons, but I might work with one tomorrow. Shit, you never know how your spiritual journey is set up. Ain't shit all light and ain't shit all dark. So you just sound crazy. What are you trying to do? You don't know the truth about shit. You still using Jesus. You lost already, so ain't shit to talk about with you. You got a small ass mind. I'm gonna leave small talk for you. So get your small mind ass out of my comments and go learn some ABCs or some shit. Time out, you go. See you tomorrow. I'm sure you'll be back. And let me get rid of your ass too. The energy is, but I don't like y'all energy. Y'all gotta go. I don't give a fuck what you believe in, but don't be over here telling me shit. Because I'm going to believe in what I want to believe in. And it ain't going to be no Jesus, baby. I did not put the wrong person out. I wouldn't give a damn. If I did, shit. I'm lighting the flame the motherfuckers' asses. No, I'm just playing. I do be caring. I don't want to take it out on the wrong person, so I don't. I don't want to accidentally block the wrong motherfucker or put them in timeout. Because it ain't your fault. Some people just fucked up. Shit. People be feeling bad about themselves because shit, even if you feel some type of way, like you can look at a motherfucker and be like, that's crazy that she came out looking like that, or that's crazy that that's how the fuck that, you know what I mean? You can think that in your mind, but you don't got to say it to a motherfucker. The only way that you go out your way to try to say something that you think in your mind is going to affect or bother somebody else is because you feel fucked up about yourself. You mad. You still over there waiting on Jesus to come through with your prayer. I'm sorry. Look, see, just leave me alone. Let me just focus. So we got the Tower coming through here on this sorrow energy. And then we got the Queen of Cups. How you back out here? Wait a minute. I'm just picking up shit now, ain't I? Because you already over here. Ain't no way you can be over here. But then I got the Seven of Wands again. It's some bullshit going on. That's why I got to start paying attention to what the fuck the comments is doing. Because I already established that you are using this Seven of Wands to protect your energy over here while you invest in some new option, which is why somebody's feeling sad. But the Tower was supposed to be the reality sitting in, and the Eight of Swords is a new card out here. And the Two of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles. Still together makes the Five. The reality is that somebody lost. If you snooze, you fucking lose. That's what they said. They still think, lately, I've been thinking about you lately. I think he said lady. And the Sun card, the Hierophant. Leo, Taurus, Queen of Pentacles. What's the Eight of Swords? Two of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles. That's balance. That's working together. Collaborate. The Eight of Swords is the Ten of Swords. The Eight of Wands. It's somebody's reality feeling like they set in. That something's really over. That you really done moved on there. They're feeling like Six of Cups. They in nostalgic energy. Thinking about some shit. Some good times or some shit like that. Two of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles. The Hierophant, the Strength card. Shoulda, coulda, woulda, but you didn't. It's the illusion. Them rose-colored glasses. It's funny because look at the rose sitting in that cup. That's exactly what the fuck that is. And rose-colored glasses, a motherfucker seeing through that vision. The Strength card. The Hierophant. The Seven of Swords. The King of Swords. And the Seven of Cups. I feel like this is a battle between somebody's faith and their fear. And I feel like the fear done trump their faith out. Because I feel you got the Hierophant right here. Right? That'll be the spirit telling somebody, King of Swords, to the Strength card. Be strong, be courageous. Stand in your power. Right? And then the Seven of Cups come in, bringing an illusion in the Seven of Swords. And motherfuckers like, I don't trust this. I don't trust this, so they don't do nothing. Right? And now that same action that they took got them sitting in sorrow, broken, because the Tower is... Tell them about the Tower. The Tower, that's where the heartbreak is coming in, because people don't like to listen to their intuition. They like to be too afraid and say, oh my God, my eyes can't see what I need to see, so I can't trust it. Dummy. Look, I'm sorry. I should talk about people like that. It ain't about your eyes, okay? Everything is spiritual before it is physical, right? And if you get some type of sign, some type of message, some type of intuitive hint, some type of download, you better follow that shit. That's all I'm going to tell you. That's all I'm going to keep telling you. So now we got you in the Tower. That's why your heart is broke, because the truth is setting in that your intuition told you what the fuck this was. And you said, I can't do that because it's not trustworthy. But that's an illusion. With the rose-colored glasses, that's because you've been through some shit you can't trust. Be vulnerable. I'm about to throw everything in the way so that I ain't got to be vulnerable. Something wrong with that person. Oh, no, they jaywalk. Oh, no, they tie their shoes twice. That's how motherfuckers be. They'll find everything wrong with you so they can find a reason not to love you. But the whole time it be their own problem that they afraid to be vulnerable and open up. And this is somebody, this is when the reality sets in and you have nobody else to blame but yourself. For whoever that is, okay? Because it's like intuition is Ace of Pentacles all the way. You can follow your intuition and it's trying to lead you to an Ace of Pentacles, or you can follow that fear and be like, I don't know. Something about the divine feminine. Oh, see, look at that. This ain't the divine feminine depressed. I'm going to tell you how I know, because she's sitting here looking. Look at that. That's her intuition. That's her faith in that intuition. Look what she doing. Her intuition told her look to the future. She trusting that. And guess what the fuck she doing? Looking to the future. On them brighter days, it's about to pull right up. I'm sorry. I should laugh. I ain't laughing at you. I'm laughing with you. So we got the Hermit, we got the Temperance, we got the Lovers. Virgo, Sagittarius, Gemini. And that's major arcana, because that brings 3 major arcanas in a row. Signify just change. It's outside of your control. It's nothing you can do about it. But the Hermit is about the lessons that you learn. It's about introspection. The Temperance is about healing on a deep level, and the Lovers is about something connecting to you deeply on the soul level. All these cards are deep cards. So somebody's seeing something. And this is why they're sad. Because they're seeing what their intuition warned them about back then. And now they're starting to see what it is, what's going on. And then the Ace of Pentacles, obviously, if you didn't follow your intuition because you was too afraid to, you lost out on the Ace of Pentacles. I'm just going to put the look. I'm sorry. What's the Ace of Pentacles? Look, nobody want to know, do they? Especially if you missed out on it. I'm sorry. Spirit. That is funny. That's funny. Something your ass lost. Why they do you like that? You lost it. You was too afraid to go get it, is what they said. And now that shit hunting you at night. Oh, okay, it's not funny. I shouldn't laugh. It's funny. It's not, though. But it's like all because you confusion, man. This is why you got to follow your intuition. I don't give a fuck what fear say. I don't give a fuck what none of that shit say. You better follow your intuition. I don't give a fuck how I look to the naked eye or none of that shit. Do it anyway. 4 of Cups. Somebody's confused. There's the Emperor. There's the 2 of Swords. See, somebody's confused on how they missed out on the opportunity. Well, it says because your choices, movements, and decisions. 4 of Cups. It's not fair. They don't believe it's fair. King of Cups. This could be a Pisces masculine as well with the King of Cups to the moon. This could be you feeling like it. You feeling like it ain't fair for you. Somebody's feeling like it ain't fair because 10 of Wands. I don't know if they're complaining that they're the ones holding the burdens or they the ones been through everything. The Hermit. The Page of Swords. The 4 of Pentacles. Virgo again. This could be a Pisces. This could be a Virgo. This could be anybody. We got Taurus down here. This is somebody who is egotistical. That's where the problem is right there. This is the egotisticalness. This is an emperor down here. Being egotistical to an empress. That's the person who's supposed to fulfill his wishes. The person that's supposed to make him happy. The person that's supposed to give him this Ace of Pentacles. So, holding back was his perspective. Why was that his perspective to hold back? Because the world. Oh, that's double Sagittarius. Because the world, the 6 of Swords. You know what that's saying? This is saying that somebody had already, this is like closing out a cycle, trying to get into calmer waters. Somebody's feeling like, well, this is their perspective. I'm closing out a cycle. I'm getting to calmer waters. I'm trying to move. You know, somebody's feeling like I'm already dealing with enough. I'm already going through enough. I already been through enough. But the Wheel of Fortune is luck, right? That's the Wheel of Fortune, okay? And then we got the 10 of Cups. And why is the Wheel of Fortune and the 10 of Cups here? What does that have to do with the... Because it was about starting fresh. It wasn't about where you come from, but it's about where you're going. Yeah, the universe know what you've been through, which justice was serve it on up, right? In the form of what? The sun. The Ace of Pentacles with the Ace of Cups and the victory. This was your wheel of fortune. It wasn't about, oh, I've been through this, I'm closing out this. It wasn't about that. It was about what they was trying to give you. The universe is always going to, just when I got done telling Scorpio, or was that me telling y'all? I don't know. Whoever I told, it was about these, I think it was Scorpio. The scales. If the scales get tipped, injustice, unfair, away from you, the universe is going to come through and balance it out. You ain't got to, that's why you ain't got to get your own revenge, none of that shit. The universe got its own laws. And fairness is one of them. So you can't just go out here fucking people over, because you're going to find yourself in that seat once. The seat of where you've been fucking people over, and now it's your turn to get fucked. No lube. I can help it. Yeah, that's funny that came out. Somebody I know used to say that. Or somebody I used to know, rather. Anyway. So the Justice card, that's what this was all about. But it all boils down to faith and fear. And sometimes people be so afraid that they cannot, fear will trick you out of something that you meant to have. And the fact that somebody had already closed the cycle and they was already trying to get to calmer waters, they did not trust in opening up to nobody else after they've already got whatever this was. Had to be some hurtful stuff, right? They seen that it was better to hold back than to give into this whole Wheel of Fortune thing. Now, if it's starting to make sense with even though they was afraid, their intuition came in trying to help them, tell them invest in that, build in that something, take a risk on that. And they like, just don't look like a good idea. Just don't look like it to the naked eye. But it wasn't about what it was looking like. It was about what your intuition was telling you, because your intuition knows better, right? It's a connection to the source. It's just like that, right? And then boom, now it all plays out. Not only was it the Ace of Pentacles, but it's the Sun card, which is going to be better than whatever your Ten of Cups was. It's the Justice card. It's the Justice. It's your justice paying out that you forfeit, that you lost. The karma that you were supposed to get back for all of this hurt and all this pain that you had to heal and move forward from, you forfeited because you didn't want to trust it. You didn't want to trust in the faith of the situation. Ain't that a bitch? This is like when they say blocking your blessings. That's what the fuck they mean right there. So, but it wasn't like the blessing abandoning you. It was like you abandoned it because you didn't want to take the risk, right? I just want to know where the Empress was in all of this. She ain't come out there yet, I don't think. My mouth is getting drier and drier. I got cotton mouth or something. And my root beer's gone. I ain't going to get in the drink. Alright, something about abandoned. Left out, walked out. Or maybe you was abandoned previously. Hell, I don't fucking know. Nine of Cups. Nine of Pentacles, the Magician. Queen of Swords. The Page of Pentacles. The Nine of Wands, the King of Wands, the Five of Cups, Eight of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, Ten of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, the Temperance, the Lovers. So stagnation. The Magician has all the tools he needs to manifest, but the Nine of Pentacles says I'm better off on my own, because the Nine of Wands says I'm very guarded because I've been through a lot. The Wounded Warrior energy. Hangman says that comes in and presents itself as a stagnation. And then we got a whole new what's going on is because people are taking, and what's the actions being made or taken. There's a masculine energy here taking actions out of the Five of Cups. And how is that supposed to work? Because now you're looking at the past instead of looking at the Two of Cups that's behind you. And this how your shit went wrong. You couldn't focus on what you was getting because you was too busy looking back on what you lost, thinking that it was a loss, but everything be happening for a reason. Not that it's not a loss and ain't gonna show up emotionally as a loss. I'm just saying that stuff be maneuvering. Sometimes it just be moving out the way so you could have something better. And if you knew that from the jump, you never would complain. But that's what your intuition be trying to tell you. But you just like whoever you are. So anyway, Then we have the Page of Pentacles, which is signifying as an opportunity, some information, luck, or loyalty. And then we got the Queen of Swords, which is she who knows. I like the Queen of Swords card. I always be like, I'll let you know that first because she intuitive. She know the facts. Like the King of Swords, he know the facts too, and he acting based upon them. The Queen of Swords gonna know the facts. She might not even tell you she know the facts, but she gonna wait on you to talk. And if you say the wrong thing, it's over. Skirt. It's none of that. But she also is wise, right? She also is in tune, and she also can give messages, right? So she could give information. Queen of Swords to the Page of Pentacles. She could have gave somebody information, but somebody couldn't focus because they were too busy looking at the past. So this whole stagnation could have showed up as abandonment to the journey. Emperor style. And it was the curse. The hex. This could also just be negative mentalities. Somebody had a negative mentality towards love. The Lovers. Doesn't matter what type of love it was. Doesn't matter if it was the one. Queen of Wands. Doesn't matter the star if it was there to fulfill their wishes. Doesn't matter if it was deeply connected to them on a soul level, or if it was charming, sympathetic, not sympathetic, compassionate love with the Knight of Cups. 3 of Cups, Nine of Cups, and the 4 of Swords. That's the other, and there go the King of Pentacles again. Somebody dealing with an earth sign. So there's happiness because somebody's wishes got fulfilled, but that was not just out on the surface. It was underlying truth. That information was underlying that it was going to be happiness and fulfilling somebody's wishes. And this could have been something that the King of Pentacles didn't see. Or the King of Wands, the King of who the fuck ever, the Queen of who the fuck ever. Whoever didn't see it, they didn't see it. This is why. Because the truth was underlined and they didn't want to believe in their intuition. So whatever the intuition was trying to tell them was out of the question, right? So now we got the Page of Cups to the 2 of Cups. Now you got somebody feeling sorry about that. Page of Cups is sorriness. It's good news being received. This is emotions being expressed, but this is somebody feeling sorry, or they're sorry to the connection. Because the Knight of Swords is the harsh truth. The harsh truth being exposed. That the reason some connection ended was because somebody was flighty to their Empress or to the Empress by being egotistical instead of having an equal give and take. And that's why you lost. The end. All right. That's all I got. Thanks for watching, Pisces people. I meant to stop at 20 minutes, but shit, it got juicy up in here. Anyways, y'all be blessed. Y'all protect your energy and get the fuck out there and get what you deserve. Cheers.